Hello gamers and welcome to another YouTube video, a live reaction to the tier 11 heavy tanks information that was released recently. Well, yesterday actually. Let's watch the video first. Anyways.
Soon, 16 tier 11 vehicles will storm the battlefield. Ready to learn more about them?
First take.
In this 3-video series, we'll
Why are we seeing a light tank when we're watching heavy tanks? Come on, Wargaming.
introduce you to a light scout, tank destroyers, medium tanks, and of course, powerful heavies.
God, I'm just missing the, what I'm missing is the tier 11 FV and the tier 11 ID. Like, I don't really feel like the patch is complete without, 280mm as destroyer T92 tier 11,
Start with the latter.
Taschenrate.
The super heavy Taschenrate
That's kind of cool.
Successor to the mouse. It's also big, slow, and durable.
I also have something big, slow, and very durable. Yeah, it's like, unlike a windmill, many rotations have been made and it's still working.
Extremely durable. The Rat has formidable all-around armor.
Ooh, so there is armor model in this, but
All-around armor.
it's, how am I supposed to know how much? What is, like, do I need to go off of the colors? Because, like, where's the millimeters? I'm colorblind! Anyway, I can see this, though. Let me go back.
Has formidable all-around.
So, I guess red is not pennable. Blue is what? Space side skirts? Like, what are we calling blue? What is this? Just like no armor, side skirts, not pennable. And orange is screens.
Armor. And the biggest HP pool in the game. No one holds the flank more.
Okay, this is an important note, by the way. You see this? This is kind of like, like in Belgium, this would be called false advertising, and you're not actually legally allowed to do this because this paints a false picture. Like, this is painting a false picture. This is painting a false picture because this is with all the upgrades. This is not with, base before you got the upgrades. So therefore, it's kind of like false, to be honest. 520 average. You see 330 penetration. A lot of people were expecting like 380 pp pen, 380 pen, but instead it's going to be like 330. Like, you'll see it in the other values as well. None of them actually have very crazy pen values that we haven't seen already. That's like very, very in line with tier 10, to be honest. This is without equipment though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is without equipment. So this is with the upgrades, but without equipment. So I think, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is without equipment. Without equipment and without crew skills, and just all the upgrades. That's about it. So you still have to, like, that's why it's like this is like super false advertising, because it's like base, but it's not really base anymore. It's like somewhere in between base and actually fully equipped. That's why it's like it doesn't make sense. You either just go base and give all the options or whatever.
Reliably than the Taschenrate.
250 turret front. It's no, not predecessor. It's the follow-up from the mouse. So, mouse has weak cheeks. Taschenrate will have weak cheeks.
Survivability isn't the new tank's only strong suit. Besides its main gun, it can fire from 2 additional.
This big reload though. This secondary guns is mainly usefulness. The main usefulness is killing of one shot, like low HP heavies or mediums, whatever, blasting through FVs, which is going to be very fun. But mainly like tracking people on a corner. I don't know.
Additional guns as well. With the press of a separate key, the additional guns unleash a salvo of high explosive shells. This can come in handy for destroying tracks, finishing enemies off,
or killing IDs in one volley. You know, you can kill an ID and kill another ID at the same time. So like against lowly armored tanks, it's going to be pretty fun. But in general, it's not like really a very, very impactful ability, especially not with the downtime of it.
or just surprising them.
Nice, half
All
of them
this
actually
makes
bounce.
the Taschenrate the ultimate super heavy. The German rodent soaks up damage, then hits back hard. It blows minds from the...
The top speed of this thing is actually like 26 kilometers per hour, by the way, I think, because it's like 20 base, I think, with upgrades, and then you can slap a turbo on, so it goes up.
very first battle. Then keeps doing it even more effectively. The progression exclusive to each Tier 11 vehicle improves both its characteristics and its special mechanic. Fully upgraded, and you'll unlock customization elements available only for Tier 11 vehicles. Next charging into battle is the KR-1. This is a...
Honestly, from all of the heavies that they're going to show, this one is the least interesting to me. This is like... I don't like the ability on it, personally. I don't think it encourages healthy gameplay.
heavy breakthrough tank with a straightforward personality. It's even tougher and...
540 alpha, again with upgrades, so it's like probably like 530 or 520 base, depends, not sure. Like they usually, the upgrades give like 10, 20 alpha. So... that's to take into account. 60 top speed, will not reach it though, only like downhill, I guess, just like the i7, would be surprised. 330 pen, and that's a lot better than the i7. I don't know if the i7 is getting buffed to 315 pen in the patch. I think it is, but it's still like 15 better. I mean,
faster than its predecessor.
how good this tank is depends on how good this turret is, to be honest. If it's kind of like an i7, it will have an amazing turret. So you can still play hold on with it. For the lackluster 390 millimeters turret does not mean that it's 390 millimeters throughout. Wargaming always gives the strongest value of armor. If one spot has 390 millimeters and every other spot has 200 millimeters, it will still say 390 millimeters in the stats. That's why you need to see the actual armor model before you can say things like this.
The KR-1 is built to attack, and its special feature fits the role perfectly. This tank deals increased damage when ramming. No extra buttons needed, it always works.
We'll see what the actual value is, because that looked kind of stupid.
Most of the time, the KR-1 fights the conventional way and does it well. But when the opportunity arises, it causes damage.
Bro, this is as realistic as my stepsister getting stuck in the dishwasher, to be honest. Like,
by ramming. And ramming again. More damage from the god of damage. It sounds simple, and it plays simply. All you need to do is pick a moment and accelerate. Use the mechanic wisely for some explosive thrills. In every other way, the KR-1 is a reliable, dynamic breakthrough vehicle. Its special mechanic only reinforces its role in battle, being at the forefront of the attack. The T-803 also loves being on the front line. With its armor, good speed, and gun defense.
the Super Unicum's perfect tank. In a way. So this is not for any of you watching the video, whether it's on Twitch or YouTube, but for everybody. No. Unlucky guys. Unlucky. Minus 10 degrees of gun depression.
It can be
420 average damage, 345 heat, so 5 more than, you know, an E5. But mainly the ability is very interesting.
Best to play aggressively, because that makes it even more dangerous right in the heat of battle. The T-803 is equipped with a semi-automatic ammo rack that builds up a temporary bonus to rate of fire with each successful hit. Hit enemy vehicles to be able to reload faster. The bonus gradually decreases, so to maximize your damage per minute, you'll need to fire, fire, fire. To push its carry.
Like I said, the Super Unicum's perfect tank, to be honest. Yeah. Super Unicum's favorite tank, I guess. I mean, from my experience, I'm looking forward to playing this one. Hit means penetrate, I think. I mean,
characteristics to the limit. You need to keep fighting and surviving in the eye of the storm. And the T-803 can do just that. But even the most versatile heavies need fire support. They need the AMX-67 Imbattable, which is ready to unleash a steel storm on the enemy. This tank has
420, 328. That's pretty comfy though. I guess that's 328 APCR. If it's like the 50B, it's 328 APCR. So we'll see about that.
Shedded excess armor to ensure its firepower is always in the right place at the right time. It gets close to the opponent in the blink of an eye and then shows its mechanic.
I wonder if this is going to have decent hull armor, because if it doesn't, it's going to be actually a worse 50B. Because the 50B hull is actually pretty trolly. You can bait a lot of shots with it.
The Imbattable's unique mechanic lets it reload not only with an empty drum, but also if there's at least one shell left in the magazine.
This is super cool.
This kind of reload is considered partial, so it takes less time. The
That's
remaining
super cool.
shell will be ready to fire even while reloading. This mechanic allows the tank to stay dangerous and maintain its potential damage per minute. If you fire this reserve shell, the magazine reload won't reset. It will just take a few seconds longer.
Super cool.
With this shell, you'll be ready for any unexpected turn, or to catch an enemy by surprise. This way, the Imbattable adapts to the situation. Fire away 3 shells and load them faster, or use all 4. It's always your choice. Sometimes experienced tankers can use the mechanic to dish out a whole 5 shells in a row, even when they only have 4 in the magazine. Curious? Then research the Imbattable.
What he's saying is that you can kind of time the mechanics so you get 5 shells. Yeah, it's pretty like, you know, that's what they're saying. So you can actually get 5 shells instead of 4, which is pretty hefty burst, to be honest. So
Long live the king of British heavies. The FV-4025 contriver is even more impressive than the can opener. It's sturdy, especially in positional play. It's precise, punctual, and boasts excellent British gun depression. And as you've probably noticed, the contriver is also double-barreled. The can opener branch's mechanic is highly effective and offers everything you need to succeed, so the contriver has inherited it without any changes. It's not just 2 fire modes, it's more like 2 different play styles. When one barrel is closed, the vehicle is agile and accurate, but when it opens, the contriver does this. Precise single shots and thunderous salvos. Everything we love the can opener for is even better in the contriver. The BC...
I don't remember loving the can opener. Every day I'm complaining about playing against the can opener, so I don't know, bro. This is honestly the single best ability in a way out of all of them. Like the BZ is honestly, it's fantastic.
79 is full of surprises, real surprises. It's a breakthrough heavy tank that strikes a balance between armor and mobility. It's a jack of all trades and a master at most of them too.
700 alpha, 330 pen, -8 gun depression, but mostly look at that turret. It seems that at least one of the cupolas is gone and that they're further back on the back end of the turret. So if it doesn't have horrible modules like the BZ, it will be a tremendous upgrade.
The tank reliably blocks damage with its turret, hull, and also blurs the lines between a tank and a rocket. The BC-79 has swapped solid fuel boosters for more practical liquid fuel. Instead of a certain number of charges, it now has one overheat bar.
This is so much like more comfortable than this is so much more comfortable than the BZ-75 booster. Like in terms of like usability, like you don't have to worry about using them in the beginning and not having any left. You're never gonna be without boosters either. Like in terms of comfort, it's a massive upgrade.
Press X to accelerate for exactly as many seconds as you need. Nice and convenient. You can spend the entire bar at the start of the battle because the booster cools down over time. This takes place right in battle. So whenever you want to speed up again, you can fire it up. Combined with its characteristics, the new boosters make the BC-79 pinnacle of the jet heavies. Finally, there's the Black Rock, the main reward of the third personal missions campaign. A vehicle that will command respect.
Honestly, I do not think that the Black Rock ability is that amazing as people have been crying about. Like, I really don't think so. Of course, Polly. You can just space, so you can just handbrake with the boosters and turn any direction. That will not change. Why would it? I really do not think that the ability it has is super high impact, to be honest. I really don't think so. Just because you're going to have a lot of scenarios where the second shell is simply not useful.
Tank's characteristics match its prestige. It's got everything you could need in battle, and then some more. The Black Rock fires single shells, like every other vehicle, but after 2 penetrations, it loads a cassette with 2 shells that it fires in quick succession. The reload time for the cassette is the same as for a single shell. 2 shots at the speed of 1. This unique mechanic makes the Black Rock one of a kind. It'll be waiting for the very best commanders in Sector 3. The new update is just days away.
There's the outro, okay. Yeah, I honestly don't think that the Black Rock ability looks all that impactful, to be honest, between you and me. Like, I really don't think that it's like so good as people have been saying. I think I mean, it's the upgrade path, you know, like, it might be more impactful than people think, by the way. I don't like that they only show the stats with upgrades, because it's like without upgrades is like big difference, you see? Big difference. It's comfort. For some reason, you get more shells after the upgrade, right? It's kind of mainly for this, a bit more HP, mobility as well, like horsepower. But on the Taschenrate, the upgrades don't seem to be like that impactful. Like 10 alpha, 2 kilometers of top speeds, 10 alpha, 10 shells for some reason as well. Aiming time, 200 HP, and like 100 horsepower. So I don't know. This ability is kind of weak, to be honest. We talked about it already. This ability is really not that impactful. It's gonna have very low usability in general, outside of like tracking people and maybe endgame. Do some low tanks. I hate this ability because I swear to God, this encourages people to play in a way that just is detrimental to their team. I don't like it, personally. I really, really don't like it because it's going to cause a lot of like triple YOLO platoons. Don't like it. This ability is probably my favorite. We already talked about it. Like, this one is probably my favorite because if you get to fight in a DPM fight, you're going to go crazy. You're going to actually go loco. Then again, you'd have to wait. Let me restart that. Okay, so here he penetrates the shot. He's aiming for the mantlet now. It still goes up even if you don't pen. You don't have to pen, just hit, alright? Okay, tactically we're going to be missing shots to get a DPM boost. Interesting. Interesting. There's going to be situations where you want to shoot, bounce, even if you bounce just to get a DPM boost. Interesting. Again, with upgrades, it's 10 alpha. It's only 50 HP here, some top speed. I don't think it's like that much, to be honest, that the upgrades give. For some reason, there's like ammunition in the upgrades. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why. There's like why that's a thing. Like why ammo is locked behind the upgrades. This ability we already talked about. It's nice to have one shot, but it's again not super impactful. Like I think in terms of worrying about how impactful the abilities are going to be, I think you can see that at least on the heavy tanks, the abilities are just a help, but not really the, you know, not really the biggest thing in the world either, right? They're not really going to revolutionize the way a tank truly is played. For this one, the main question is if the hull is still going to be bouncy. Stupid. I don't even want to talk too much about it. This one is the most interesting. Like, honestly, this is the most interesting tank with the most interesting ability. I really like the booster on it and the way it works. It's super high comfort. It's super high comfort. Should be very nice to play because of it. Because you're never going to have a downtime where you don't have a booster. You're going to be able to like use it in certain scenarios to bait shots where you can't do it with a BZ75, like boost, so they miss, boost, out of danger, all the things that you cannot do with the BZ75 right now because you simply don't have the boosters for it to do such a thing. And then this one, I mean, we'll see. We're going to speedrun that one. All in all, I think we can see that the abilities are not that impactful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one. Okay.